Hello, I am Jennifer Forkish, Public Information Director for the Los Angeles Police Department. This community briefing is intended to provide you with information about a major traffic crash that occurred in Pacific area in the city of Los Angeles. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case, so you can have a better understanding of what occurred, based on what we know right now. When traffic crashes involve a city vehicle, including crashes that occur during the course of a police investigation or enforcement action, which result in serious bodily injury or death, the LAPD Traffic Group Multidisciplinary Collision Investigation Team, also known as MCIT, assumes investigative responsibility. This team is comprised of specialized traffic investigators. The LAPD conducts very thorough traffic crash investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We are still at the early stages of this ongoing investigation, which can often take several months to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you are about to see may be disturbing. Traffic crash investigations involve situations and incidents that can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Hello, I am Captain Alex Chogioji, Commanding Officer, Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. I am going to provide you a brief overview of a major traffic crash that occurred on March 28, 2025 at around 1:30 a.m. Southwest Patrol Division officers were in the area of Hoover Street and West Vernon Avenue when they saw a reckless driver of a red Kia Sorento run through a red phase tri-light at a high rate of speed, while failing to yield to an ambulance who was traveling nearby with its emergency lights and siren activated. Believing the driver could possibly be driving while under the influence, the officers pulled in behind the Kia with their police vehicle's emergency lights and siren activated and attempted to conduct a traffic stop on the driver. The driver refused to stop and quickly accelerated away at a high rate of speed northbound on Hoover Street. The officers requested the assistance of additional patrol units, an air unit, and a supervisor, and initiated a vehicle pursuit. A portion of this incident was captured on the responding officer's body-worn video. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within the line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officers saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera.
You what?
Yeah.
All right.
All units 3A1 is in pursuit of a possible DUI driver northbound Cooper, red SUV.
The driver refused to stop and continued accelerating at a high rate of speed northbound, eventually making his way around the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum property. The driver continued driving erratically southbound onto Bill Robertson Lane and then westbound onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard while accelerating at a high rate of speed.
Over.
Flower Gardens here, approaching Bill Robertson, westbound. It's going to be approximately 39th Street. We're going to walk this thing into Adam Wentworth, northbound, southbound, Bill Robertson Drive, approaching King.
One is southbound Bill Robertson Drive approaching King. Approaching 10, okay.
A portion of this incident was captured on the responding officer's digital in-car video. Most marked vehicles assigned to patrol have a camera mounted inside which activates when the emergency lights are turned on. The camera can also be manually activated. These digital in-car cameras have a buffer of video without audio. Upon activation, the camera goes back 1 minute and starts recording. Shortly thereafter, the air unit took over the pursuit in tracking mode.
Let me get the ETA for the airship.
Secondary.
Direction, we're going to be secondary in the pursuit.
Hello, approaching MLK. Available for tracking.
Direction, we're going to be secondary in the pursuit.
Unit is now westbound MLK approaching Vermont. Air unit is available for tracking. Roger, guys. Continue to clear the response, give some distance, and control continue to westbound. MLK approaching Normandy. Air unit is tracking, continuing westbound MLK approaching Normandy. To Normandy.
Southbound Brighton.
You're responding them up.
The driver refused to stop, continued driving at a high rate of speed south on Brighton Avenue, westbound onto Vernon Avenue, southbound onto Halldale Avenue, then westbound onto 53rd Street.
Control southbound Brighton from MLK. Here, southbound Brighton from MLK. 370 Roger. Air unit over, identify only. 342 place. And continue southbound Brighton. Step out for T intersection. Westbound, we're averted from Brighton. Unit is westbound Vernon from Brighton. Southbound turn on Halldale from Vernon.
What are they doing?
Unit is southbound Halldale from Vernon. Unknown number of occupants. And continue to southbound Halldale.
Adam 1, be advised, we're still primary.
Unit continuing southbound Halldale.
Clear.
248, 381 Roger. 251, continue southbound Halldale. Unit continuing southbound Halldale through 51st. Westbound 53 from Halldale. Unit is eastbound 53rd from Halldale. Baker and continuing westbound on 53. Unit is westbound 53 from passing Baker.
31 to license plate.
Third, southbound turn on the western from 53.
The driver committed numerous traffic violations and continued driving erratically for several more miles south on Western Avenue, then westbound on Century Boulevard. After several more miles of tracking, the air unit was forced to discontinue tracking of the red Kia Sorento due to nearby commercial air traffic restrictions. As a result, responding patrol officers terminated the pursuit after losing sight of the red Kia Sorento.
Continuing to westbound Century, approaching Prairie. Continuing westbound Century, approaching Prairie. Clear Prairie, continuing westbound Century. Westbound Century through, continuing westbound Century through Prairie. Suspect is approaching LAX airspace. Through La Brea, continuing westbound Century. Vehicle is westbound Century through La Brea. 14 is on the pursuit, identify only. 331. 331, Roger. Still Eaglewood, continue westbound Century. Vehicle is continuing westbound Century through Inglewood. Approaching the 405 freeway and continue westbound on Century. Vehicle is continuing westbound Century, approaching the 405 freeway. 070, if I have my package complete, all other units shut down. Sure, 3070, authorizing a total of 4 units in the pursuit. All other units shut down your response. Unit is continuing westbound sentry through the Sienna. Continuing a westbound sentry approaching aviation. All units on all frequencies stand by. 381 is in pursuit of a DUI driver. Westbound sentry approaching aviation. Vehicle is a red SUV, unknown number of occupants. And control the suspects entering LAX. Going to be unable to catch up. We're going to be terminating at Century. And then by the cross. Going to be Century.
Moments after terminating the pursuit, the driver ran through a red-phased tri-light and collided with a Honda Civic traveling southbound on Sepulveda Boulevard. The force of the impact caused the Kia Sorento to collide with a traffic light pole at the intersection and the Honda to collide with a nearby K-rail safety barrier. A portion of this incident was also captured on security footage from a nearby security camera. Following the traffic crash, 2 of the 3 Kia Sorento occupants exited and attempted to flee on foot. Los Angeles World Airport Police responded shortly thereafter and were able to take both occupants into custody without further incident. The third occupant was trapped inside the Kia Sorento. Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded to the scene and pronounced this occupant deceased at scene. The 2 additional Kia occupants were transported to a local hospital and treated for their non-life-threatening injuries. One of the 2 surviving occupants of the Kia Sorento was treated and released. However, the second occupant was arrested for an outstanding warrant after being treated by medical staff at the hospital. Investigators have not yet determined who the driver of the Kia Sorento was at the time of the crash. DNA testing was completed on the vehicle, and upon return of the DNA results, a determination will be made on the actual driver of the vehicle. Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics transported the driver of the Honda Civic to a local hospital to be treated for the non-life-threatening injury he sustained as a result of the traffic crash. He was treated and released. The LAPD Traffic Group Multidisciplinary Collision Investigation Team was notified of the vehicle collision resulting in the death of this person and responded to the location to conduct this critical traffic crash investigation.
As part of the investigatory process, a pursuit investigation was initiated. This pursuit investigation will be reviewed by the department upon completion for adherence to the law and department policy. In the next several months, LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic tests. If you would like more information on how the LAPD investigates traffic crashes, please visit lapdonline.org, where you can also find the LAPD's vehicle pursuit policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this community briefing.